For a lot of people, including myself, you appreciate it as all of these other things in addition to being a vehicle manufacturer. Does this imply that Elon Musk has complete power to place that in the Tesla basket and tell the board, you either get along or I won't go along with anything else? In actuality, Musk is Tesla and Tesla is Musk. This is noteworthy when you consider the disruptive technology, AI, and robotics that we have discussed in the program. Considering where everything is going, it's definitely worth between 60 and 70% of Tesla's valuation. This is a brief poker game that will be played using the board. That was the general consensus on the street today, and I believe that it is ultimately resolved. However, there's no denying that this kind of high-stakes drama is the last thing you want to witness. In the end, I believe the new compensation plan will push him up from a percent likely to 18 to 20% with incentives in the Delaware litigation that has been pending since 2018. There are also speculations, though, such as whether Tesla may establish new organizational structures, such as an AI unit, of which Musk may have greater ownership before Tesla as a whole takes ownership. Because the truth is that, in my opinion, Tesla will look very different in terms of robotics, AI, and Optimus in 5 years. That's going to be, I could say, as SSD and AI eventually play out, your stock may quadruple over the next 4 or 5 years. And I believe Musk is aware of that as well, the true worth. It then boils down to Musk, Tesla's greatest asset. The dynamics of the Tesla narrative would shift if Musk eventually moved AI outside of Tesla. And I believe the board is aware of that, which is why Musk and the board will be engaged in a small-scale standoff reminiscent of the Old West. In the rapidly evolving world of technological innovation, one man's bold idea has shocked people all across the world. We are going to take a trip through the mysterious passageways of Tesla's future today, dear viewers. However, before we go into this thrilling story, let's take a look at what's coming up next. Elon Musk's ambitious plan for Tesla will be unraveled today, along with the complex issues surrounding voting power, the impact of Musk's stock manipulations, and a look into the crystal ball to predict the unimagined future of this trailblazing business. Prepare to be enthralled. This adventure promises to be nothing short of remarkable, so prepare to be mystified. To remain up to date on the newest Tesla insights, conversations, and breaking news, don't miss a second of the action. Click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let's get this video started. Welcome to Tesla Stock News. In a CNBC interview, Dan Ives offered his thoughts on Elon Musk's demand for a 25% stake in Tesla, which is intended to impact the business's advancements in robots and artificial intelligence. According to Dan Ives, Elon Musk has a significant impact on the company's worth, between 60 and 70%. Many analysts believe that the board will eventually work with Musk to settle this issue. Furthermore, Dan predicts that for the next 4 to 5 years, Tesla's stock might quadruple. Dan Ives highlights an important point when he says, Elon Musk is Tesla and Tesla is Elon Musk. He emphasizes how important Musk's involvement in AI products is and implies that it would hurt Tesla if Musk started working on AI projects outside the firm. Dan's comment is in line with our opinions. Tesla's valuation as a car company alone may appear excessive in the absence of the larger ecosystem of energy, robotics, and autonomy. Similar to how Apple's growth outside of its core goods has affected its trajectory, these extra components play a big role in its overall value. It is worthwhile to consider the extent to which Elon Musk's innovative leadership is responsible for Tesla's success. As demonstrated by Apple, the lack of a visionary leader can cause a company to move from invention to execution. Although both strategies can produce fruitful outcomes, it is unclear what the long-term effects of substituting an executive for a visionary leader will be. This raises interesting questions about Tesla's future. It's crucial to remember that although Elon Musk wants more authority, it's unclear how this will fit with Tesla's capacity for growth. Some contend that it might not be the best course of action. Dan Ives stated in the CNBC interview that he thinks Elon Musk and the board would eventually work out their differences. It's important to emphasize that Musk is worried about more than just growing his fortune or shares. Rather, they center on gaining clout in the fields of AI and robotics. His goal is to keep AI research and development in line with Tesla's goals and stop any wayward developments. This point of view emphasizes that Tesla is more than just a car maker. It has applications in energy, robotics, and autonomy, in addition to the automobile industry. Without these components, Tesla's worth as a car manufacturer alone could seem exaggerated. The parallel to Apple's post-Steve Jobs era raises interesting questions and emphasizes the value of visionary leadership. It's important to note that Elon Musk already has a sizable number of unexercised shares from a prior pay plan, which would get him closer to the 25% threshold when it comes to the 25% control issue. Nevertheless, the influence he seeks may be more important than the precise proportion. There are legitimate worries that the richest person in the world will continue to accumulate fortune. It calls into question the rationale behind and consequences of amassing such enormous wealth. The possible repercussions of Musk using these choices are also discussed, as they might lead to a sizable selling event to pay taxes. This situation can have a detrimental effect on investors. It's still difficult to strike a balance between protecting investor interests and advancing Musk's goals, particularly during recessions. According to Musk's future vision, Tesla will become a dominant force in AI robots, and its stock value may double in the next 4 to 5 years. This calls into question possible reorganizations, such as the creation of a distinct AI branch within Tesla that Musk would own more of or even contemplate buybacks. These concepts' complexity and viability are still up for debate, though. The simplest course of action might not be to combine businesses into one organization or expand Tesla further. One idea that has been proposed is joining Tesla with businesses like xAI. But not every possible purchase fits with Tesla's objectives, and there may not be much interest in purchasing companies like the Boring Company. Considering how much less valuable they are than Tesla, such acquisitions might not have a big effect on Elon's ownership stake. The idea of buybacks is another contentious issue. Although some support using some of Tesla's expanding cash reserves for buybacks, it's crucial to remember that doing so would simply steadily raise Elon's ownership position in the business. Only $2 would be added to Elon's ownership stake for every $10 spent on buybacks. The desired control will be attained gradually. To put that in context, Elon's ownership percentage would only marginally increase by $2 for every $10 spent on buybacks. The original length and meaning have been preserved, while all grammatical errors have been fixed. If you require any additional refinements, please let me know and conventions. Musk did, however, make an intriguing implication that Cybertruck prototypes would be sent to China for display rather than sale. This calculated action might accomplish a number of goals, including assessing consumer interest, introducing the market to Tesla's cutting-edge design, and possibly even setting the stage for upcoming discussions and compliance initiatives. The complex dance that multinational automakers must do in a global market is highlighted by this development, currently a way to download the movie for a more thorough examination. Going on to the hip region of Optimus, it is clear that the parts are lighter and more compact than in the previous version. The lack of coverings has left some wiring exposed, but it's important to note that cable raceways are present and neatly wrap these wires. Even without its skin, Optimus looks elegant and effective, in contrast to some other robots that look like a maze of wires. The group appears to have given careful consideration to keeping the design neat and functional. Let's move on to the fascinating subject of leg mobility. Optimus's knees are evidently never fully locked out. Instead, they remain slightly bent during the walking cycle. The capacity to replicate a human's natural stride is a classic robotics task, observers. Optimus exhibits remarkable hip and torso movements, reflecting the minute weight changes observed in human walking. However, there is still opportunity for development. While maintaining the original length and structure, everything is now grammatically correct. Tell me if you require any other adjustments.